Hi, this is Daniel from Bytesafe. In this video, we'll look at how to use Python packages and Bytesafe. In this demonstration, I've already created a virtual environment with Venv so that I can isolate application-specific dependencies from shared Python installations. But of course, you might use a different setup when installing Python packages. First, we need to create a private Python firewall in Bytesafe. We do that by selecting the package manager, choosing PI, and then add a name. In this case, we'll call it PI Firewall. Click here to add an upstream because we'll be fetching packages from the public package index, PI. Click on Create Firewall and just make sure that you select PI here. And then click on Add Upstream. We see this is now added as an upstream. If we click on Packages, we see that there are no packages added just yet. In order to configure your environment, you'll need to create a token. And we do that by either clicking here, More Info, where there's a button called Create Access Token and some other information in the slide over as well. Or you can click on the User Profile menu and Access Tokens. Just make sure that you've selected a read-write token because we'll be fetching packages from the upstream and they will be cached and stored in Bytesafe. Generate token. Make sure to copy that token. Next step is to configure the pip configuration file. pip.conf, and we then add the index URL pointing to Bytesafe. The user is Bytesafe, and then use the token we just created. Point out the PI firewall, and then just make sure you save this file. So what this does is to tell pip, when you install a package, that the package that will be used is coming from Bytesafe. Looking at the public package index, you can select any package, of course. We'll be looking at the HTTP, and we will then install this version. We've added no cache there, and just to make sure that pip is not using a local cache. We see now that the package is being installed from the example Bytesafe dev workspace. And if I switch over, now everything has been installed. If I switch over to Bytesafe and look at this newly created PI firewall, I see that a couple of packages have been added. If I click on packages, I can look them through. I also see that this package actually has vulnerabilities. So, and that's the benefit of using the Bytesafe dependency firewall. And so now you've learned how to install a package. If you go to our documentation and just search for Python, goes to this page, you can also read more on how to publish a Python package. Basically, what you have to do is configure this configuration file and then use twine to upload a package. So, but the principle is quite simple as well. So I hope you've learned how to use Bytesafe with Python packages, and now let's get started.